All right, and we are live. Hey, everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Thought I would sit down and do a video, you guys and gals. Let me get a sip of my whole milk. It's a tasty beverage. That's a tasty beverage full of protein, magnesium, potassium, calcium, all that good stuff. But let's get over to, speaking of being salty, and electrolytes. And I tagged a whole bunch of people in this, including some of these other noble natty clowns. All right, let's get over to the topic. Matt Wenning made a rebuttal, and I'm sorry, I watched it, and then I look at all his fans in there. Oh, Matt, so much integrity. Let's be clear. Matt Wenning's response to getting caught with an honorary doctorate from a degree mill was, well, I got tricked, guys. I got tricked. And lesson learned, I took it all down. You know what? What would happen if I pulled that? Imagine if Jason Blaha got up and pulled a fake PhD off, and I tried to pass it as real. I've been crucified for less than that. Imagine if I tried to do that. How much shit I would catch. Right? There'd be people mailing bombs and shit to my house. All right. Right? So this is what he did. He got up, he pulled this nonsense of, well, I didn't do my research. Like, you didn't do due diligence to check to see that the PD that you put up isn't a PhD, because he clearly put a PD knowing it's a professional doctorate. He knows that's an honorary doctorate. He knows that when he put the PD up everywhere, telling me that he did years of work and paid thousands and thousands of dollars without researching to see that this wasn't even really a legit university? Are we serious? Okay, you're telling me someone who already has a graduate degree, who is literate, right? Who is literate, who is capable of reading, who seems to be reasonably intelligent, invested in a online PhD program without researching the university first? And he expects us to believe this. And yet he didn't do any of this until he got called on it. He gets called on it by Bromley and then me, but he didn't address me. He'll only address Bromley. That's okay. I can accept that. Bromley's a little more famous and getting more traction at the moment than I am at the moment. Right? Addressed it. He only addressed it because of that. Only because he got caught and called out did he address it. He would have never admitted it. Now, keep in mind, again, this sort of stuff Wenning pulls, and don't get me wrong, I like some of Wenning's work, but let's keep in mind, he learned at Westside for a little bit, and then he threw Louis under the bus later, by the way, and Louis actually said, yeah, Wenning studied here for a little while, but I don't endorse him. Did he not say then later, Louis really not that great of a coach? Keep in mind, Louis Simmons coached 100 world record holders, strongest gym in the world. His methods carried over into what Wenning does. All of what Wenning does, most of it came from him. Carried over into the UFC, the NFL, boxing, special forces training, everything. Literally just kind of threw Louis under the bus. Well, he wasn't that great of a coach. He's actually like, I'm a better coach. Right? He literally pulled that he's a better coach than Louis Simmons. It says Louis Simmons just wasn't that good of a coach. Okay? He also, what else does he pull? Claims that he had conversations with Charles Polquin that there's no documentation of. Charles is dead, where Charles has told him, I wish I had done stuff your way. I wish that I had used your methods when I was younger. But there's no evidence. And keep in mind, Charles Poliquin is one of the most famous strength coaches in all of our circles for a long time. He's dead, right? You know, Wenning has pulled that. Well, I had all these conversations with him before he died, and he told me that he wished he had used my methods. I mean, I've seen him say this stuff. I mean, Matt, and he puts everything behind a paywall, but then gets caught in this fake PhD thing. I mean, I'm just saying, guys, let's talk about this industry. People love to call me a liar, but are we not looking at this industry as a whole? The whole fitness genre is full of pathological liars all the way to the brim. But in this case, this is professional, right? Right? Fake PhD from a degree mill that claims he didn't do his due diligence before realizing it's a university no one has really heard of. Seriously? And just expects people to buy that. He would have left that PD. Why didn't he put the name of the university up? Notice when he put the PD up, he didn't put the name of the university where people had to run it down because he knew. Otherwise, he would have been like he did with his undergrad. He would have just said, this is where I got it. Sorry, his graduate degree, actually. Because he puts that up, Ball University. It's on everything. He gets this PD, which he knows isn't a PD. He calls it a PD instead of a PhD. Doesn't link it anywhere. He knew it was a rumor mill. Sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied. He knew it was a degree mill, guys. It's blaringly obvious. And then that sort of damage control, to spin it that way, dude, he's just digging his hole deeper. Man. You know what I mean, guys? I mean, imagine if I tried to pull this stuff. It's amazing how some of these guys get away with this, and they just get away with it because they're that famous. It just blows my mind. Hey, Jones, I did play in honors jazz. It's in my school transcripts. I took a semester of honors jazz in high school. It is literally in my high school transcripts. I don't know what you want from it. It doesn't mean you have to be good. It just means you had to make it through the audition and take the class. So, and it's a fact. That is actually a fact that if I were to try to dig it up, I could prove. So you guys are stupid. All right. But let's get over to what we're really talking about. Guys like this, just committing that level of just straight up fraud and then just, because we're not talking about little minor lies, guys. We're talking having a doctorate in your relevant field, trying to use it to then further your clout. Okay? And being done, keeping in mind, this is being done for profit and clout as a direct profit. This is not something minor. But that's the fitness industry as a whole. But as to eternal pain, people shouldn't get hurt on the deadlift if they don't do touch and go reps. They have a strong back, strong hamstrings, and they don't have slack when they pull the weight. Okay? Okay. Jay says there's a bodybuilding coach in my area state that has a large Instagram following. He talks about drug, sex, and diet like he is a doctor. But does he claim to be a doctor? I mean, anyone can talk about drug stacks. That's no big deal. I mean, that's pretty normal in this industry. Hey, Nipple, I have not done any fighting of any type since I was in high school. I seriously doubt I could take you. So why would we want to do it? I probably couldn't take you in a fight. You'd probably beat me. So why would I do it? What would be the point? See, here's the thing, guys. Everyone's like, you're certain this. I don't claim to fight. Let me be clear. My public position is I haven't done any sort of martial arts training or fighting in so long, I wouldn't even probably remember how to fight. I would get my ass kicked. That is the official Jason Blaha stance. Okay? I haven't practiced any martial arts since I was a teenager. So I'm 48. Those are perishable skills. And so here's what I would say. I would get my ass handed to me by anybody who's probably a moderately proficient fighter. That's why I carry a gun. Problem solved. I'm proficient in Glock food. I'm too old to get hit in the face. I don't know why people don't seem to understand. I feel like I've repeated these things 100 times and nobody seems to listen, do they? Right? Nobody seems to listen or care at what I actually say. I don't claim to be a fighter. I have no desire to fight anybody. All right. So that's the end of that topic. Let's get over to real topics. Do you have a carry case that's comfortable to wear? I have a few different methods, Eternal. I don't want to necessarily show you how I carry or wear. I mean, to be fair. Daniel, no, I did not commit stolen valor. And if you watch the stuff, I apologize for the fake Merc fiasco a long time ago. It's been 10 years, by the way. Hey, Daniel, I've made multiple public apologies over the years, over many, many, many years. And I pulled all that down a decade ago. And it wasn't military. I very clearly said it wasn't military. I have made apology videos, and I've actually said in a video while apologizing, like 7 or 8 years ago, to this camera on this channel, it was the stupidest thing I've ever done in my life, that I'm regretful of it, that I'm embarrassed by it, that I'm ashamed of it. So, given that I've said that in a 15-minute long video and literally used those words, right? Didn't I literally use those words? So what more do you possibly want? I pulled it all down 10 years ago. That was in 2015. This is now 2025. You know, and I don't know how much more of an apology you can get for a stunt you pull other than I took it all down. It was the most stupid thing I've ever done in my life, that I'm ashamed of it and embarrassed of it. So, you know, here's what I would say, Daniel. What more do you actually want from a person than that? I mean, I think that's as far as you can go with an apology for words you said. It didn't harm anybody. Words. Hey, that was the stupidest thing I've ever done. I'm ashamed of it and I'm embarrassed by it. Again, I don't really know what more anyone could ask beyond that. Now, let's get over to this other shit. Matt Wenning gave a shitty apology, and he just pushed it under the rug, and it didn't even admit that he scammed everybody with his fake ass doctorate. He knew it was fake. Jones, I did actually donate to a veteran specific thing, by the way, to that, what's his name's, his wife's cancer fund. I gave money to that. And I apologized to him personally for that stuff, and donated money to his wife's cancer fund, and he was a veteran running a charity. He publicly accepted my apology. Or did you forget about all that? Okay. So I'm going to not answer any more of y'all's bullshit. Let's get over to other topics. Chris says, Mercs have nothing to do with vets. Leave us vets out. It's exactly, Chris. And I know plenty of vets who don't have an issue with it. It had nothing to do with veterans. So again, complete people deflecting off into other directions. Plus, it's been 10 years. Now imagine, had I claimed a fake doctorate, would I still be here? So I expect Wenning to be trolled for the next 10 years, right? All you same people need to go over there 10 years from now, talk about his fake PhD. All right. So, anything else here, guys? Wenning doubled down and lied. I says, get them, coach. You've been through this type of harassment online. It's time for all these phonies to get theirs. Exactly. I mean, this was straight fraud. What Wenning just pulled was professional fraud. Professional fraud, not a minor white lie. He literally got up and claimed to have a doctorate that is not a real doctorate from a degree mill and put it all over his stuff. Instead of just saying, hey, man, why can't my bona fides stand on their own? I bench 600 pounds. I'm a good coach. Again, context, he wouldn't even put up the university he got the PD from. And notice he called it a PD on his stuff. He didn't even list the university. Other people had to look it up. That meant that he knew. Right? That meant that he knew. Kenya says, are the Noble Natty Sisterhood of Traveling Pants anything, or are they just being hypocrites? Oh, we're gonna hit them some more. We're going to jump all up in that. We're going to continue to go after strap-on destiny, which, by the way, I just found out yesterday in all this. Someone said, you do know he converted. He has a religion now. Okay, this is something else. I feel like that needs to be addressed. And correct me if I'm wrong, any of you here who are, in fact, Muslim. He's converted to Islam, hasn't he? He's over here encouraging other men in his video to me, encouraging other men to sodomize other men, encouraging it. Literally said it in his video addressing me. Now, am I correct that this is a problem? I don't know, are there any Muslims in here who can address that? Is that allowed? Is he allowed to do that? Or is that considered harem? Right? Is that the term? I'm just saying. And then we got Frenchie over here, and then he's the Cubs. So you got Frenchie and Cubby over here. Strap on Destiny being Cubby. We got Frenchie. Hey, everybody. It's Natural Hypocrisy. We're going to talk today about Jason Blaha with my outrageous French accent. Right? With his fake French accent. I don't even think he's actually French. I want to hear him say something, some talking French. Right? Oh, man. The Blaha task force. It's Blaha. You got to say, Travis, you have to spell it with a French accent. Blaha. Unless we're going to be like the booty warrior, Chuck Basher, who's like, Jason, bleep, blop, floop, blop, Right? Who's mad? Trudeau stepped down as PM. Chris, who's mad? What's going on there? Talking about strap-on? We're just going to call him that from now on. Good old strap-on destiny. Fake push presses with a camera trick. I mean, if people are going to come at me for stuff that I said 10 years ago, then let's go ahead and go back 10 years. Let's go back 8 years. The strap-on destiny literally faking a lift on camera. Literally faking a lift on camera. Faked a lift on camera to sell his book that plagiarized me. Kendry says, that French guy probably has a crush on me. He made like 100 fake fraud videos. He made 25 hours of videos about me. 25 hours. Oh, yeah, he got a crush on me. Right? All right. Well, I call him Keno Booty because it's hilarious. That's why. That's why it's hilarious. Hey, Sean, I don't know anything about the Trudeau situation, but some people in here saying that Alex is mad about it. The French love little snails. Maybe his boyfriend has a little snail in it. He might. I don't know. George, there's plenty of stuff that paints me positive. I mean, literally, go look at stuff at T Nation. I've got published articles, and also there are other coaches who mentioned me positively. Maybe you need to quit looking at the troll circles. Right? Money hungry is a few examples from today's workout I found quite amusing. What, from my workout or someone else's? Yep, John Bubba and Bubba like me. No, we're not blocking anybody, man. I'm going to let these people run. Right? I've unblocked everybody. Hey, Money, does it bother you that I train in a pair of shorts? You going to cry about it? Does it bother you? Why don't you tell me how you really feel about it, man? Yeah, I don't block anybody anymore. I've done my best to remove the whole block list. There's a few it won't let me remove, but I've tried. I'll eventually get it to unblock everybody. I am working on it. Okay. Just keep them coming, guys. Keep it coming. What are we talking about? Ozma says Cole Oath. That doesn't even make sense. Is Eric Bugenhagen going to be on the list? I mean, do we even need to go there? I mean, as far as the natty or not, does anyone actually think there's even a remote possibility the Boog is natty? I mean, even Jamie talked about it, the Boog's insulin use, and he knows it. He talked about it in my podcast. Right? The Boogs, and I like the Boogs' stuff. I mean, he's obviously on gear. It's very overwhelmingly obvious, but it doesn't mean, right? It doesn't mean that he's natty. I mean, so again, do we even need to go there? Like, again, does anyone actually think there's any possibility? Hey, Chip, the thing is, though, with Frenchie, they weren't facts. He fabricated most of that. It's lie after lie. Loner, I don't know if he still claims that. He haven't watched his stuff in a long time. Eric Bugenhagen made videos saying stay natural, then went full sauce. Well, I guess he's trying to tell the young guys to stay off the gear. Do you still have beef? I don't even know who that is. Yeah. Like, I literally have no idea who that is, dude. Sorry. How can I have beef with someone I don't know who they are? Coach, 2025 has been such a crazy year. Has it, man? We're only a week deep. All right. Oh, I've never seen him, Legend. Sorry. Like, really, how many people make videos about me? Dozens of people, if not hundreds, with no followings make videos about me all the time. Hey, no thing, guys. But what's funny, none of the people in here are willing to address this thing with Matt. They all want to harp on me. So clearly I'm a bigger topic than Matt Wenning. All these people are obsessed with me. Yeah. Who are the top actual naturals in your book, Coach? Probably John Hack when he was in the USAPL. I don't think there are that many real naturals out there with followings, to be honest. Why would anyone follow actual real naturals when all of the standards have been set, including for physique, by guys on gear? Hey, Nipple, and that's the point. Like, he could have just stuck with his stuff, but he had to go full scam mode. Just like he puts everything behind a paywall. Come on, dude. I think 2025 is the day Frenchie and Strap-on get exposed. Well, they are hypocrites. It's very clearly obvious. Junior says, Jason, you are an interesting topic. What can we say? The funny thing is, I'm just not that interesting. I don't get it. Steve Reeves, natural. Future, that's subject to a lot of debate. Man, I don't always know how to answer that one. Right? But it's possible that Steve Reeves could have been natural, yes. So, why would I say that about Lane? Lane obviously has an actual doctorate. He did literal research to get his doctorate. Whatever beef there exists between Lane and I, it would be ridiculous to claim that he doesn't have a doctorate. He obviously does. And he's more than willing to tell you over and over and over that he has one. We all know. We've seen the research. We've seen his research. We know he did a research-based doctorate. I mean, it's not even subject to debate. Okay. Hey, Chris, you might have hurt his feelings. I do think it's weird people think that Lane is the reason I left the UK. That's really, no, I actually wanted to come back to Texas. I don't know what's so hard to understand. But yeah, I will clarify that. My choice to come back to Texas was in no way related to that suit. And I'm the one who ended that marriage. I'm the one who ended it. I'm the one who filed for divorce. I wanted to come back to Texas. It was a personal choice I made. I did not want to stay in the UK. I don't know why people can't grasp that. It seems so weird. When's the last time you drank alcohol? I am at 5 years and 11 months, Sean. So the tip, I don't know that my tip is good for you. I quit cold turkey. I basically decided I'm not going to drink. I don't want to drink anymore. I'm done with it. But I had to quit cold turkey. I'm not one of those who can moderate it because I can not drink, but I can't stop drinking when I do drink. All right. All right. Morgan says, Coach, you either submitted to the Sisterhood Natty guys or you called them out and fought back. And respects Coach for standing your ground and pushing back. It's time to push back, and I'm not done. Right? Junior, why would you want to see me fight? I have no desire to fight anybody. You guys are ridiculous. Dun, dun, dun. Hey, Kazan, I actually don't use trend. How many fake weights? I have no fake weights. They're all certified calibrated plates from Rogue. No money. I did not say that, actually. 531 or conjugate for getting strong AF. I'm going to go with conjugate in that case. Alex is on trend. It's pretty straightforward. Oh, Morgan, I'm sure they're going to clap back, but guess what? I'm going to do the same. I'm going to do the same. I'm just going to hit back harder every single time. Well, Alex, yeah, Future. Alex already made a video and he pulled it. Watch my one yesterday, Future. Alex literally made a video trash talking me and then set it to private in the stream. But I got copies of some of it. Multiple people sent me clips from it of him trash talking. So I hit him yesterday with the other thing, but it's up there, man. What's your opinion on total volume needed a week per muscle group if taken to failure? To get any results, maybe 5 sets, but ideally, optimally, you definitely need to you need to go further. I mean, I would recommend for most people somewhere in the range of about 10 to 15 sets if you really want to make really good gains doing that. But 5 will give you gains. Money, Alex is like 5'4". No, 200 plus lean wouldn't be, steroids wouldn't get him there. They're not strong enough. He would need other stuff. Again, context, he's 5'4". Like Alex being 170 lean is actually pretty ideal, considering he uses probably a gram of gear. That's about what I would really expect. Thanks, man. The training 3 days a week, how many total? Eric, you're really getting into a lot of nuance, right? So you're asking me to write you a program for free in the middle of this. Hey, Future, you're going to have to go plug some stuff into a fat-free mass index calculator, brother. I'm not going to tab away from this to plug calculations in. You're going to have to do that yourself. All right. It's funny to see all these big names in the fitness industry falling hard, like Wes Cali, Milo Wenning. I think it's going to be a good year. I'm telling you, dude, there's so much fakery. There's so much fraud in this industry, right? What is a basic program you give a 70-year-old woman with back issues, strength is all eternal? She would need a custom program if that's the case. I'm not going to be able to write a custom program for you in a live stream for a 70-year-old woman. I mean, we're getting into almost coaching at that point. Right. Yes, Chip, now that you mention it, I am still running it. I just put up a post about it. If I didn't put one up today, I put it up yesterday. What are your thoughts on the late Garrett Gonzalez from Mass Aesthetics? I don't remember anything about him. All right. Chris, exactly. Matt says, Coach, just popping in regarding Wenning. Can't any of these people just tell the truth? No, they can't, man. They can't. They can't. He had to just double down on it. Sean, did you have any symptoms when you went cold turkey? Gosh, I don't remember. I mean, obviously there were times when I wanted to drink, but no, I didn't have any major symptoms. I simply walked away, stood my ground on it, that I'm not doing it. Waller, yes, this is live. We are live. How do I think my arm strength compares to GVS? I doubt it. I could curl as much as him. He has bigger, stronger biceps than me. I mean, I don't. Is that even the point of contention? I mean, are we even debating that? The dude trains the hell out of his arms, uses lots of gear. I mean, he's got big biceps, of course. Um, Eternal, yeah, I'm pretty sure they've definitely grown. I need to continue to work on them. They need to be bigger. I literally need to add at least another inch to my arms while I get leaner. So we're just going to keep working at it. Can you get decent growth with 8 sets of body part per week? Yes. It may not be optimal, but it will. You can get good growth. George, that's ridiculous. I don't support MGTOW. I have no idea why you guys think that. Ozma, you could go Google it. It's a bunch of ridiculous incel stuff. It's men who decide they're never going to be with a woman again, so they live like a monk life or something. I remember Louis Mark was a big MGTOW. Was he? Yeah. Money, I don't have to track it. How about I just keep curling and keep doing tricep extensions and keep training the hell out of them? Measuring them is not going to make them grow any faster. No, I'm recomping right now, Adam. I'm staying in the same weight range. Recomping. JB says, looking muscular and lean. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, Kazum, I've already broken a bunch of that down. Watch the training vlogs. Would it be effective to train high volume 20 to 30 reps squats and deadlifts on the same day once a week? No, I'm going to go with no, dude. Donnie says, love how you're handling the trolls. Not very entertaining, much respect. Exactly, man. You know what? Let them run, dude. Let them run. They are my minions. They're my unpaid interns. You guys spread my name. Give me engagements, make videos, put my name out there. Right? Best macro split for fat loss. Keep protein as high as possible, be in a calorie deficit. Do I think I know Genova used real gear? I know people who talked about it. People have no forgiveness or sad. Yeah, what are they going to do? Would you say fatigue takes more than a week to recover? Your statement's too vague. No, I've never had a conversation with Big Lenny at all when he was alive. Not even one. I've never had a negative or a positive conversation with him. We never talked. Do you think we should count back work like rows as half sets for biceps? Man, that's difficult. I'm going to say rows. Probably not. Maybe pull-ups though. No, Solitaire, trying to do the 20 reps and progress, you're going to struggle with that. Do you still enjoy powerlifting at all? I like powerlifting as a coach. I mean, I coach it still. Do fats and carb splits matter as long as you hit your calories and hit protein? Subject to debate. Yeah, they matter, but there's a lot of nuance there. There's a degree of interchangeability, but you're also dealing with things like appetite, how they affect things like water retention, your gut, which specific carbs and fats you're eating. Yes, they matter. They matter, obviously. Do you like Dana Lynn Bailey? I think she's attractive. What do you find easier and more fun, powerlifting or bodybuilding type training? I don't know. I mean, I could answer either way. Chris, right? Exactly. Do you like, I don't know what her training looks like these days, so I can't answer that. I mean, obviously she's on lots of gear, but whatever. That means doesn't mean she's not hot. Do you count your band work sets? I do count them. I do count them. But when we start counting them, we're getting into really high volumes because, like, for example, last week, my free weights were something like 18 sets for biceps with weights. So I could count my band work and call it 21. Sam, that's not a straightforward answer. There's a lot of nuance to that. If you're looking for a specific decade, you're not going to find it. It's going to depend on your training experience, how your nervous system starts recruiting upper threshold motor units at what age, so on and so forth. But yeah, bro, you're right. Donnie, this is just how I'm going to handle these trolls. Did Alex Jones clap back after you? Not yet, but he clapped before it. I did it as a response to his clap back. We're not done. I'm sure he'll make more. He'll have more to say about it. Frenchie's going to have more to say about it too. Right? His butt buddy. So Frenchie and Cubby over there, Strap On Destiny, aka Cubby. I'll have more to say. We're going to talk about Jason Blé Blé with my outrageous French accent. Hey, Chris, but they are weird. Hey, Chris, they are weird, and we know this. If he took the video down, no, he didn't take it down. He set it to private. People ripped copies. In your opinion, are shoulders or arms more important for a good physique? They're both important, but I mean, if you were going to push come to shove, delts are technically going to make or break you more than arms for chasing aesthetics. But ideally, you really want both, obviously. Pay money, except that you guys do it all day. Hey, Chris, why do you keep saying case? You don't realize there's multiple different cases? You do know how that works, right? All right. No, I don't follow Kinobody stuff. Kinobody stole all his stuff from Lean Gains guy, which I actually give credit. I actually do use a lot of the fasting methods specifically from Lean Gains, right? And I think they do work, but they're not Kinobody stuff. Martin Burkham. No, it's Martin Burkham. Yeah. Oh, I mean, Kinobody does have a good physique. Like, no one's denying that, Wally. Hold on, dude. Oh, my glasses are crooked. Let me adjust them. Everybody happy now? Matt says, is there much of a difference between lying leg curls and seated leg curls? Bro, science guys preach the seated. I think the seated probably is better. Halo says, why don't people lock out on bench press? I don't know why they don't lock out on bench press. What have we got? We're at 47 minutes. Weighted dips versus bench. Bench, hands down. Could you still beat Jeff Side in a scuffle? I have no idea. Don't really care. If someone doesn't lock out, are they cheating? Well, no, they would be disqualified in a meet. When you do calf raises, do you end up on your toes at the top, or you just feel the flex? I got on my toes. Jones, that was documented. I actually gave you guys all the police report numbers. You could have looked it up. All right. Do you think Jeff Side is a strong guy? Not that I remember. If we try, is weak triceps if they can't lock out? Not necessarily. Did you ever interact with Scooby? No, I never did. Not that I know of. Hey, Jason, videos would get made more views than live. No, they wouldn't. All right. I appreciate that you're following me on Facebook. By the way, guys, speaking of that, if you guys and gals or whoever follow me on the Facebook page, go down the road, like my stuff, it would be appreciated. Okay. Let's see. Well, Big, go ahead. Nobody's stopping you. What client has the best lockout strength? I don't know. All right. Who do you prefer, Metallica or Megadeth? I like Megadeth more. All right. Yes, Metallica's more famous, but I like Megadeth more. I think technically speaking, especially for the guitar stuff. Dave Mustaine's a great guitarist. What are you currently playing on the guitar? I've been messing a bit with some Stevie Ray Vaughan, a little bit, a whole lot of Rosie, working on that. Thoughts on floor press? It is a great supplemental lift to the bench press. Do I sing it all? Yes. I'm not good at it. Just because I can't sing doesn't mean I won't. I miss certain features of the public gyms? Like I love the way the dumbbells and stuff are laid out usually. Matt says, I'm about to finish Slash's autobiography, and how this guy is still alive is unbelievable. I'm not familiar with his full backstory. Phil says, Rust in Peace is my favorite. That was a good album. My go-to Megadeth song would probably be, oh man, this is gonna trigger people. My Last Words. I think that's a great song. But failing that, I'm gonna go with Holy Wars or Tornado of Souls. All right. Do you like Van Halen? Yeah, I like Van Halen. Born to Bet. Eric Booth, like, why would you even ask that? Can I just do tricep extension with dumbbells if the easy bar hurts my elbows? Yes. Yes. Thoughts on arm wrestling? Arm wrestling is a sport. Hey, Born, I'm not interested in giving you a quick natty or not, dude. Arm wrestlers are more roided than bodybuilders. That's probably not possible. How many push-ups can you do in one go? I bet you I could do at least 10. Roger Jimson got a Les Paul myself, not as nice as yours, but it's still nice, dude. Les Paul's still Les Paul. What type did you get? Ruger, what Les Paul did you get, dude? Because I've played some Epiphones that were actually really good. Ruger says, My Last Words is epic, dude. It's a great song. Well, you big, why don't you upload yourself doing 11 push-ups with your face in it? But you guys won't show your face. Okay. I bet you can't do 11 push-ups. You can't do 11 push-ups with your face on camera. You're not capable of it. I bet you don't even lift. I bet you're a fat dude with nothing but covered in Cheeto dust sitting in your mom's basement posting in my streams. You don't even work out. I bet most of you guys don't work out. In fact, I've seen a few of my haters. They really look like they don't work out. Most of them don't. They're just weirdos who started following me for no reason. Not even involved in fitness. It's so strange. I somehow got on their radar. It's a 1960 tribute. Dude, a 1960 tribute's a nice guitar, man. But is it a Gibson or is it an Epiphone? Why do people start back working on New Year? I don't know. I don't understand your question. All right. 55. All right, we're almost at the top of the hour. About time to wind this down. I love all you guys and gals. I love all you little unpaid interns. Keep the comments flowing. So, hope it's been informative or at least entertaining. I love all you guys and gals. Give you guys a forearm shot before we go. And I will talk to you next time. Oh, we need a Mount Bicephalus. Oh, Mount Bicephalus. Ruger, oh, Gibson, awesome.